Did you get visits from FBI or?
Well, the ad, and here again, Mr. Hino, who had worked on the ad, and my mom were never confronted face to face. They did come to investigate. They just ran upstairs to our living quarters, opened up all the drawers, threw out stuff, left it like that, and left without a word. But they had inquired about the two of them from all the neighbors, but they never questioned them directly, because that ad really provoked them.
Tell us about the ad.
The ad was an ad that was put into the Star Bulletin and the Advertiser, and they were two separate papers at that time, a few days before December 7th. And the ad says, "Fashions by the Yard" at the top, and with a little cloud-like design, and then a listing of the merchandise with their prices. Well, creative minds, or people who, I guess, and I don't want to say it this way, but it must have been some military wives whose husbands were either killed or who had to be deployed. And they figured out the cloud was a message that they will arrive by air. Fashions, you take away the F, and it sounds like actions. By the yard, Pearl Harbor Naval Yard, so that there'll be, and prices, right? Anyway, you add the numbers and you come out to 7. So that means on the 7th day. And they added up a lot. And then at the end was one that was called Yippee. And it means banzai. But they investigated all of that, and they found out that they were all registered names, that the manufacturer of the fabrics had, they had registered with whoever it needs, so it wasn't our making up. But that kind of stuff caused a lot of traffic into the store, people coming in, and people we never saw before coming, and mostly haoles. May I see some kind of fabric? They named the fabric, and we showed them the fabric, and they say thank you, and they walk away without buying it. We had a lot of that kind of traffic. And at first, we didn't know. My mom and Sehino didn't know until they heard from the neighbors that FBI and the Naval Intelligence was asking questions about the patriotism. But both of them were Japanese citizens, ineligible for American citizenship.
But you said they were never questioned directly.
Yeah.
So,
but not directed at them face to face.
So Mr. Hino was not picked up either?
No.
When did you actually find out about the interpretation of the ad, which was,
Well, I got it in detail when long after the war. I had some inkling about it and what had happened, and the neighbors told us, hey, they came to investigate, this and that. I had to put away things that they had searched through and found nothing. So, you can put those two things together. But after the war, I think there was a book, Hawaii's War Years, Gwenfried Allen. And in there, the ad is there. Wow, big deal.
Marked up ad.
Yeah. So, and then what people were saying, made sense. But, when you add numbers, you come to any number that you want. When you pick out words, Shantusa, for example, was one of the fabrics. It ends in USSA. So, that's the kind of, yeah. So tip high. P, it ends in P and it begins in H. Pearl Harbor. It seems funny, but a creative minds.